Hey guys, Keyless here from Sanctum Asylum, and today I had something a little special. I hope you'll take this trip down memory lane with me because I have a bunch of old games here. My father brought home a Super Nintendo when I was like 6 years old, and ever since then I've been collecting games, and for some reason I got really attached to the boxes. Really like the boxes, so I kept them all. I kept a lot of them. I did lose a couple of things over the years, especially when you lend something out, it never gets returned. But before we start that, I'll show you what I have here. This is just kind of the studio that I've set up. It's just taking up part of my room. You guys usually see a very zoomed in, so you just see like this part, but this is all of it. So there's lights over here. I even have this here. This is like really nice headphones, but I use these instead because I'm very vain and I want you guys to see my whole head. So I'm gonna get started here. The first thing that I have is, you guys will recognize this. It's the original Pokemon Blue. I don't even have a Game Boy. I have no way to play this, but I'm really proud of it. I really like that I still have it. I had Red too. I don't know where it is though. Things just get lost over time. Very unfortunate. So that's the first thing. And then of course, I have the Ocarina of Time for the N64. I even have the box still. Check this out. This was like the collector's edition box. Oh yeah, it is the collector's edition. Look at that. It's all scuffed though. It's not mint condition. I didn't know I was going to keep this stuff, you know, whenever I was a child. I didn't take care of things like I should have. Let's open this up. Oh, look, I still got the instructions manual, the instructions booklet. Very cool. Take aim. Like a little catalog here that came with it. Light's kind of glaring it. That's really cool. Now, I know that there was a soundtrack that went to it as well, and I've been looking for that for years. I don't know what happened to it. Lost to the sands of time. Okay, so we'll put that down. Okay, this is not something I should show you guys first. This is something I should show you last because it's probably my most prized game. But it is Super Mario RPG, The Legend of the Seven Stars. Probably my favorite RPG of all time. Now, this was back when Square Enix was working with Nintendo, and that they were even going to make a second one. From what I remember hearing, they were going to make a second one, but they had a falling out between each other. So it never got done. It never happened. So let's put this down. And then maybe, this is one of my favorites. I love Samus Aran. So this is Super Metroid on Super Nintendo. Another one of my favorite games. Loved it. It was amazing. Yeah, I don't know why this is here. This is just Elder Scrolls Online. I played it for a little while. It's really amazing. It's really good. It didn't quite hook me like World of Warcraft did, though. Oh, and check this out. I have the Dark Age of Camelot. Now, this was good stuff back in the day. What year was this? This was like, oh, it's 2001. So this was just before it actually closed down. I think around the time World of Warcraft came out. But the graphics on this compared to Warcraft, oh my goodness. There was a big difference. Look, it even opens up. How cute is that? Dark Age of Camelot. Game was amazing, by the way. Back in its prime. Now it would be hideous to look at, as things do get that way. Okay, so this is really cool. You're gonna like this one a lot. This one's really neat. So back in the day, I used to go to an arcade, and there was a game that I used to play. And one day I found the game for PC. You could actually play it at home. And it was called House of the Dead. And I had this really nifty, like it's like even shiny. It was really gorgeous. I really like this one. I should hang this up somewhere. It looks amazing. And I don't know if you guys ever played this. Maybe you can see some of the scenes. Not really. It was really cool. Anyway, back when computer games came in boxes instead of just downloadable. Okay, so check this out. Okay, so like I got really obsessed with this book. And it's the Doom. It's the book for Doom. And it was really amazing. It was so good. And there was 4 books, and I remember reading them. And it was my favorite book for the longest time. It was just amazing. You can't find them anymore. You can't find them. You'd have to find old editions. They don't print them anymore. They haven't printed them in like 20 years. But it's considerably more enjoyable than any of the movies that they put out for Doom. Anyway, that's not a game. So once upon a time, I was into something called Magic the Gathering. And then all the cards. I'm not going to go through them all, but they're there. And one of the greatest PlayStation 2 games ever was Champions. It was a Diablo-like game. Bird's eye view, hack and slash. And it was amazing. And I remember looking so long, because I lost the game for a long time. And there were prequels and sequels, and it was great. And it was really hard to find at one point. Really good stuff. Okay, so this PlayStation game, favorite game of all time, was the sequel. So I have the first one, Parasite Eve, amazing, absolutely amazing. But the sequel had better graphics. It's even got a crack in it, I know, it didn't take care of things, but the sequel was amazing. And then they made like something birthday for what is that thing called? PS Vita. Yeah, I never played it, but I heard it was pretty terrible. But the first 2 were amazing. Parasite Eve, absolutely incredible. So I got really obsessed with Evil Dead. Like, there's a whole story behind this. I even went to a musical, an Evil Dead musical. I have the game. I have all the movies on Blu-ray. Oh, look, there's like an extra disc in here. It opens up. Very cool. But yeah, the games were pretty bad. Oh, I'm like tripping over shit. Okay, so check this out. So this is the game, Twisted Metal Black, but somehow I managed to get this. I think from GameStop? I used to shop at GameStop. Not proud of that. But I can't put it up anywhere. It's too big. I don't want to damage the box. It's already damaged. Doesn't matter. But it was really cool. It went on one of those stands. It's got the hole in it. And it just, yeah, it was a display box. It was amazing that I got this. I was so happy. But now I can't do anything with it. We're going to set that down. Fallout, Game of the Year edition. Fallout 3, amazing game. Okay, so I did get StarCraft 2, 1 and 2. I have StarCraft, the original box somewhere. Not that interesting. And for some reason, wait, wasn't there a third one? Yes, there was, with the Protoss. I didn't get the box for that. I think they stopped making boxes by then. Anyway. Okay, so the game that I've been playing lately is Half-Life 2. And I actually have the collector's edition of that game. But what I just learned is that there's an episode 1 and episode 2 that are sequels to this. So episode 1 is not this. I figured that out. Anyway, there's nothing in here. I looked. There's nothing. It's empty. I don't know what happened to all this stuff. There's a t-shirt and shit. I don't know where that is. Okay, so Fallout New Vegas, though. I got the collector's edition of that one. Let's see what's in here, because this box is heavy. Look at this. Look how gorgeous. It looks amazing. Very cool. What's in here? Oh, there's a coin, too. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Look, it's a book. Let's open it. All roads. Oh, it's a whole story. Look at that. It's a comic. Wow. Detailed too. Huh. I don't think I ever read this. I think I got too into the game and I forgot this even existed. So there's a... I don't even know what this is called. It's not a chip, it's a coin. These are chips. So there are Fallout chips too. That's really cool. And a CD. The making of. Oh, I have a making of. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. And the CD. Never been put into a player, I'm sure. I don't care how it's made as long as it is. Here, there's even playing cards. Let's open this up. Wow, there's a lot of them. The tops. There's just different things in here. That's really cool. Oh, Atomic Wrangler. Atomic Wrangler? Yeah. Oh, look at that. That looks really cool. Wow. Huh, these must look all look awesome. Yeah, here, look. Kaisar's crew. Huh. That's awesome. That's so cool. Look, it's a pretty girl. Huh. Like a devil chick in there. Because why not? Why not? Oh, yes. So, this game was amazing. Like, the story was just something I absolutely fell in love with. Arthas and the whole thing. Now, when World of Warcraft did their expansion pack, Wrath of the Lich King, the story wasn't as great. The Wrath of the Lich King was really good, but the story didn't wow me like, you know, the original Warcraft 3 story did. Look, that's the art of... Look at all this stuff. Oh no, I can't get it out. Look at that. It's a big ass book. Oh. Wow. See if there's anything terribly interesting. Now you just see artwork. Huh. That's really cool. Let's set that down for a minute. Okay, so this, I remember this. So inside this envelope, there were cards. There were a bunch of cards. So this was the, you know, Forsaken, right? The orcs. Yeah, this one was really cool. Because she's really pretty. And then Arthas. Yes, nice. That's so cool. Okay, we'll try and put this all back now. I want to be careful with it. Not that it's worth anything now. I have corrupted it with my fingerprints. Okay, oh yes, let's get it back in there. Good, good, good. Be very, very careful here. So we have the soundtrack, very cool. And of course the game. Let's see, oh, collector's edition manual. Not that interesting. Not that interesting. Oh, and there was a DVD. Widescreen, the movie. Well, not the movie, but you know, the cinematics from the game. That's awesome, man. We had some good stuff in here. And around that time was Diablo. And I got the expansion pack, I got the collector's edition of Diablo 2, which is another box that's not looking so great. It'll show you some of what's in here. I'm not going to pull it all out because there's a big Dungeons and Dragons game in here, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. Man, that was cool. And I got really into this game, Neverwinter Nights. In some of my early videos, I actually had this on display behind me for a little while. This was one of my favorites. This was amazing at the time. I really enjoyed it. What's in here? God. There was a t-shirt, an art book, and then just CDs and stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. Oh, getting a little blurry. I have autofocus turned off because it puts a big ass square in the middle of the screen. If you guys can still hear me. Now this game, I don't have it. I only have the box. I lent it out to somebody. I lent it out, and they never returned it. And that's what I get. That's why I don't lend stuff out anymore, because I don't get it back. But this was one of the greatest games ever made. One of the greatest games ever made, and I lost it. Oh yeah, I was talking about Twisted Metal earlier. So I have the fourth. Did I show you all the Twisted Metal? Anyway, so Twisted Metal 4 and 3, but I don't have 1 and 2. And these were amazing back in the day. There was a game once upon a time called PO'd, and it was actually a lot of fun to play. It was really good. It was a Doom type shooter, and it was ridiculous and hilarious. I think it was about a chef, actually, who got PO'd. What's it say? Friggin' aliens, they hijacked your ship and kidnapped your shipmates. It's enough to get a guy PO'd. That's hilarious. NASCAR, I don't know why that's even in here. So, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you don't, but once upon a time, oops, what is that? Oh, there's some nastiness on this. This was the best Dance Dance Revolution game there was, and I had a metal pad and everything. I got really into it when I was about 17, and I was pro as hell. I was really good at it. I never got any video of that, though. That was 12 years ago. 14? That was a long time ago. My father was really into Duke Nukem, so I got really into Duke Nukem, and he became one of my heroes, and this one was terrible, but I actually really enjoyed the original. The original was 2D side-scroller, but Duke Nukem 3D was really, really good. Metal Gear Solid. This was the original. This was the first. And it was really amazing. And then, of course, Resident Evil. I don't know if I even have the first one. In fact, I think I only have the third one. But I played the remake of the first one on... I went over to a friend's house. That's what I did. Is I must have been 12 when the first one came out. And I went over to a friend's house. He introduced me to it. And it scared the shit out of me. It was horrifying. You know, now, of course, it takes more than that. But back then, man, that really messed me up. That was a great game. So I did play the City of Heroes MMO with the expansion pack back in the day. So now it's story time. Keyless was actually one of the characters that I made in City of Heroes. And it was a chick, actually. It was a female character. And she was all covered in bondage, and she looked really warped and messed up. And she was a mind controller. And so she looked like she was straight out of an asylum. You know, she looked crazy. And I just remember thinking, like, I really like that name. So I took it for myself. And I started using it, and that's how it originated. If you were curious, I don't know. Okay, so inside this box, inside the Sketches box, we've got a bunch of games here. Controllers. Okay, Super Mario World, of course. And then we've got Run Saber. I don't know if you've ever heard of Run Saber, but I got really into it. It was really good. They never made any sequels or anything. Justice League. I don't even think I ever played this. I don't know where this came from. This isn't mine. I stole this from somebody. While I was sleeping, probably. Populous. Another game. Not mine. Never bought it. Don't know where it came from. Oh man. This. Battle Tanks. Okay, so Battle Tanks was the shit back in the day. I think there was one before this. This is Global Assault. So there was one before this. It was amazing. I don't think I got this when I was a child. I think I got this a couple of years ago at a used game store. This, I did. This is Duke Nukem 64, but 3D. So I played it on the computer, and then it came out for 64, and of course I bought it. Kirby! Lamborghini, don't know why that's even here. I hated that game. Oh, Jet Force Gemini, that was really good, actually. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Okay, now check this out. This is pretty awesome. I had a whole bunch of Nintendo games. I actually got these after I got Super Nintendo, so weird. But here's Contra. You had Contra. It's Super Contra. Don't know what this is. Not one of mine. Stole it from somebody, obviously. You know how I said people don't return things? I didn't return things either. I'm an asshole. Trojan. Can't really see it because it's in its package. And then Super Mario with Duck Hunt. That's good stuff. So those are actually not the coolest ones we have. We've got a bunch here. Oh, Friday the 13th. This was actually terrible. It was really bad. Super Mario 2, which you'll recognize. Let's try and get these back in here. Remember having to blow on them? And right here we've got, oh, you won't believe this. It's the original Final Fantasy. The original, the first. How cool is that? That's awesome. I didn't even know I had that. Not one of mine. So this game, A Nightmare on Elm Street for the Nintendo, was actually really, really good. My cousin and I used to play co-op, and it took us forever. We finally beat it. It was a booger. The Legend of Zelda, original, used. Bought it used. So that's why it looks like ass. Oh, Krusty's Funhouse? Yeah, let's see. Krusty's Funhouse? That's a really good game, actually. It was a lot of fun. Dragon Warrior was one of my favorites. It was an RPG. It was really good. It was really, really good. Here's a random Game Shark. I don't know why this is in here. It's Game Shark. For cheating, because I'm a big cheater. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to get something to show you guys, but I don't know where it is. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I'll just show you the games that I had for it. So there was something once upon a time called Gamecom, and it was supposed to be a competitor for Game Boy. It wasn't. It was terrible. But I bought a whole bunch of games for it. The best game that there was for it was Batman and Robin. Oops. Which was still pretty terrible. And then I guess I got Mortal Kombat for it too? That's crazy. That's nuts. I don't know if you guys could see this, but this was some of the gameplay. It was black and white. It was in black and white. It was crazy. Yeah, you can't really see it. Anyway, really awesome. Turok 2. I don't have the game anymore, just the box. Here's that Run Saber game. I actually really like this game. Oh, Rage Wars for Turok. This was competitive. This was co-op. No. I think it was just competitive. I don't remember, but it was multiplayer. That was really cool. So this was one of my favorite games, and I lost it. I lost it very early, like right after I got it. And it was called RoboCop vs. Terminator, and it was awesome. 30 bucks? No. Yeah, I guess it was 30 bucks. I bought it for $30. There's nothing in here. It's empty. It's empty. That was really cool. I kept the box because the box is really cool. Lost the game. Let's see. I don't even know what this is. Oh, Hexen. I don't know if you guys played this. But that was a cool game. That was really good. Alright, so that's all that's in this box. So I bought this thinking that it was going to be really, really cool. And it was Tabula Rasa. It was an MMO, and it lasted like a couple months, and then they shut it down. It was so bad. It was so bad. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, but none of it's worth going through because the game tanked so quickly. Ooh, there was a Boobot pet, though. I don't even know what that is. Sounds fantastic. Age of Empires. I got like the whole collection. It's a giant freaking box. It's huge. I think I actually have this on Steam. So before the current Wolfenstein, there was Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And my father, he mentions it once in a while. He loved it so much. But then, oh, I thought there was something moving in the box. But, you know, if he went and played it now, it's a totally different game because the graphics just didn't hold up well. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's just the game. That's too bad. It was a really fun game though. So I was one of these people. I actually played with these. They're called Pogs. They were Pogs. I'm not gonna go through all of them. I got a whole bunch. Anyway, I think this was one of my favorites, and it's just torn to shreds. It was one of my favorites. Anyway, that was really cool. Back when we used to collect these things, you know. I don't know what people do now. I don't even know. Oh man, I remember this. Okay, but before we get to that, so there was Half-Life Blue Shift. I bought this back when it came out, and it was so good. It was so short though. It was so short. The complete expansion also includes Opposing Force. Huh. Half-Life not required. I didn't know that. That's really cool. So Revenant. Dude, this game was awesome back in the day. It was so good. Oh man, that was so cool. You couldn't play it now. It'd be unplayable. So this was the expansion pack for the original Diablo, the first one. You had the monk in that one, I guess, and it could run. So that was kind of nice. Put this down. I gotta clean all this crap up after I show you guys. Duke Nukem. I got all the expansion packs here. I'm not gonna go through those. Max Payne! This game was actually really good back in the day. Oh, and here's the original. I have StarCraft, and then the expansion pack. That's really cool. I didn't know that was in here. But before all this stuff, man, this game was awesome. They did a remake of it too, and I played the remake. It was really good. Rise of the Triad. Now this was back in the, just after Doom. It was a very Doom-like game, and it was really good. And then, I remember my father had this in his car one day. He just came home, and he had a new game for me to try. It was actually a lot of fun. Hocus Pocus. Here's Raptor. I played the hell out of this game. That was so good. Alien Carnage. I don't even remember this one. Look how crazy is that. I have no idea what this is. So I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for you. I just thought I'd take a trip down memory lane and share that with you. And if you guys enjoyed the video, that's great. And if not, I hope you didn't watch it all. But yeah, I gotta put all this crap away now. Well, thanks for joining me in this little treat. And I'll catch you guys on the next Let's Play.